Welcome back. Let's review what we learned last time. We learned that the first keyword that we're using up here is the word using. And it lets us know which system we're using so that we have some programs already, some classes already built and put together that we do not need to build. Also, namespace. Namespace declaration is basically a collection of classes. And this is our first one right here. Next thing we're going to talk about that we learned was static void main string args. Okay, so this is basically this part here, static. So that's a keyword that can be used to declare a member of a type. So for a specific type, it lets you set the stage for that. Void basically just lets us know that we're not expecting some sort of a return. Main is where our method actually begins. String is what we're expecting, and we can tell by these brackets right here that we are going to be working with an array, and arguments are the parts of the array that we haven't put in yet on this line. So this is our data type here that we're expecting. Down here, inside these squiggly brackets, we start off by declaring some variables that we knew we were going to be putting in. So we had a string called username, where string is our keyword, and int is a keyword, and we notice that IntelliSense constantly gives us suggestions as to what we might be looking for, and it's very, very helpful. Down here, we added console.write. This is what we wanted to put out in the console, and then we took whatever the person puts in will be applied to the value for username. So this can be reused, and then the console.read line will hold on to that. Again, here with age, enter your age, but when this number comes in, we want this to be converted so that this is going to be, because it comes in as a string, and then it's converted to an integer, because later on down here, we're going to actually use it for math. If we were not going to deduct this from anything, if we were only going to use it as just the number, if we weren't going to do anything at all with it, we could just leave it as is. However, we know that we're going to be using it for a little bit of math so that we can be clever down here and produce what year somebody was born. So we convert it to an integer. It comes in as a string, and we convert it to an integer so that down here, when we concatenate everything, we say hello, and these are the numbers that have been indexed in our array. So we have 0, 1, 2, and we take those, and this is it. For 0 would be the value we have for username. For 1, the value we have for user age, and number 2 is the value for current year minus user age. If we hadn't converted that to an integer, that would not have worked. And then we of course had console.readline. So let's see how this works. I can either click here, or I can press F5. And here we go. It's going to ask me my question. Please enter your name. Okay. Enter your age. 25. Enter the current year, 2018. Hello, Kelly. You're 25 years old. So you must have been born in 1993. So my program works, and that is definitely a review of what we had learned the last time.